Okay, to make you understand why we would like to teach you about concurrent design, or at least some of the principles concurrent design is based upon, we would like to show you a scenario. This is a scenario of a more or less typical process where someone is going to write a business plan just like you are. So in this case we have three friends. We can say that they have known each other since childhood and they decide that they want to start a new business. The three friends, they have a business idea, but they have heard that they need to write a business plan to succeed. They are not quite sure why they have to write the business plan, but they have heard that it is important, so anyway they would like to do it. The next thing they do, they go on the internet. Like most people today, they go on Google and then they type business plan and they type template. They would like a template for a business plan so they can find out what they need to include in the business plan. They find several templates, actually many hundreds, but they choose one, and in this template they see that there are 6 main topics. One topic is summary, the next topic is called the company, the third topic is called the product, the fourth topic is called the market, the fifth topic is called marketing, and the sixth topic it's called economy and budget. The three friends, they have heard about all these things, so yeah, they just have to decide who will do what, because they want to save time. So they think that, yeah, let's divide the work between us. We are 3 friends, there are 6 topics, let's write 2 topics each. That's what they decide. And also they decide to go home, each one by themselves, and they agree on having a meeting in 1 week where they will see how things have been going and how much they have been able to write down. So after 1 week they meet again. They are very dissatisfied when they find out that only one of the 6 topics that they should write until this meeting is well described, and that topic is the product. They don't think too much about why it's only the product that's been well described, but I can tell you in general, in entrepreneurship theory, this is a classic. It's a classic that the entrepreneurs, or they would like to be entrepreneurs, they have often a lot of focus on the project, on the product, and not so much about on the other issues that are important. When they go through the business plan, they also see that they have 3 other topics that have been described, but they can see that the description of what is written, it's not in detail. It's not good enough to be a fully well written part of the business plan. And to their disappointment, they see that there are 2 topics that are still unwritten, and they discuss why this is the case. And one person, he said that I'm sorry, I wasn't able to write that topic because I don't have knowledge in that area. And when it comes to one of the other topics that's not written yet, the person responsible in the group to write this say that when I started to write it, I found out that it was almost impossible because I needed so much information from the other areas in the business plan if I was going to write this topic well enough. Of course, the three friends who have been working by themselves for 1 week are a bit frustrated because they see that the business plan is not yet finished. There are many things missing, and actually they also found out that every time, or more or less, they get one answer or write one thing down, they feel that they get new questions. There are new questions coming up when they dig more and more into one topic or one area. They see that, new questions. How should we answer them? Our three friends, they end the meeting by going through what they have in total in the business plan so far, and they once more divide the work amongst themselves. And they say that, okay, now we know what we have and what we don't have. We divided, split the tasks again, and we decide that we will meet again next week to see if things are any better. So what do you think? Will it be better? Will I have succeeded next week? After 2 weeks, 1 more week since the last meeting, they are even more frustrated than there was the week before. They can see that the actual business plan is no better than last week. They have had some problems this week also. They had trouble with different documents. They didn't quite know what was the last version and so on, what was the other working on. They have been using different tools. They see that still some subjects are not well written, or they are not written at all. They see that when they look at the text in the business plan, if you read each topic or subject by themselves, it might make sense, but when you put them together, you can see that things are not well connected. And what one person has said about marketing, it's not reflected, for instance, in the budget and so on. They are also frustrated because they have had problem contacting each other. One of them is working daytime, one is a student, one have some responsibilities in the evening, and it's been difficult to actually talk to each other during this week when they need to adjust themselves and get some information from the others. And even though they experienced this last week, also this week they have experienced that the more they look into a topic or a subject area, the more questions that they have found. So now things are so bad that they are not quite sure they are not quite sure if they even have the same business idea. Because when they read what the other persons in the group have written, they don't feel that it's about the same business idea anymore. So what to do now? Yes. So what do our three friends do now? Do they give up? Or do they continue in the same process? Do they agree to meet again once more next week? No, these three people are smart people. So instead of just moving along, they try to find out why they cannot seem to make a good business plan. And when they sit down and discuss this, they find some important things that they feel have given them some trouble when they have tried to write a good business plan. One thing that they have found out is that they need to have a detailed common understanding. When they started to write the business plan, they had for a long time discussed the business idea, but they feel that they didn't go into all the subjects, and even though they have more or less the same opinion about what the business idea is, they see that there are some related topics to the business idea that they haven't discussed at all in the group. Another thing they have found out is that they need to have more skills in some areas. These areas, we can relate them to the topics in the business plan. All of them feel that they have the skills to develop the actual product, but they see that they maybe don't have the right skills when it comes to marketing, when it comes to market, to look at the market analysis. They might lack skills and competence when it comes to economy and budgeting and so on. So they see that one of the reasons why their business plan haven't been as good as they hope is that they lack some skills in some areas. Another thing that they have experienced is that they need to communicate better, and they need to be able to make faster decisions, because now they have trouble communicating when they have been sitting by themselves, and it has also been difficult when you have to sit and wait the whole week before one can take a decision that is important for the total of the business idea and the business plan. They also find out that they need to look at the different subjects or topics in the business plan all together. They have found out that there are strong interdependencies between the subjects and the topics in the business plan. Another thing that they have experienced is that meeting once a week, dividing the work, and hope that things are coming together is not a good idea. So they feel that they need a better process to actually write the business plan. And the last thing that they come up with is that they need to agree on tools for communicating, tools for text editing, and tools for file storage, because they have had many problems trying to reach each other. They had troubles by the fact that they have been using different text editors and spreadsheets and so on, and they also have trouble because they have stored the files in different formats and at different places. So these are the things that these three persons, just by discussing what they have experienced, they have found out that these are some of the problems that have been an obstacle, so that they haven't been able to write the business plan the way they want to. And in this group, suddenly, surprise, one of the persons in the group have heard that using a concurrent design approach combined with an Osterwalder canvas model might help them make a better business plan. This is fantastic, I think, but what is concurrent design? I think that we will end the scenario here. What we were trying to show you is that the job and the process of writing a business plan can be challenging, and we want you in this course, we want you to have a better chance of succeeding, and we also want you to use some principles from concurrent design to do the job better, to do the job faster, and to get a better final product. And the way you will do this is by using, among others, some principles from the concurrent design method. So now we will stop the scenario, and now we will move over, and I will try to start by giving you some basics about what concurrent design is and how this might help you. So just download the video file and you will hear more about concurrent design.